Dear students, in this video, first of all, we are going to discuss about consequences of second law of motion. So to begin with, second law of motion says that the force which is applied on an object is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum, which means if a larger force is applied on a body, then the momentum of the body will change faster, and if lesser force is applied on the body, then the momentum of the body will change slower. It's as simple as that. But let us study the implications of this Newton's second law. You know that mathematical formulation of Newton's second law takes us to the equation F is equal to ma, where a refers to the acceleration of an object and m is mass of the object. Now, first consequence is you require no force if you want to move the body uniformly. Like for uniform motion, you require no force. When the body is in a uniform motion, that means its velocity is constant. This means that its velocity is not changing with respect to time, which means it's not accelerating. So acceleration is zero. So force is equal to ma, it is also equal to 0. So F is coming out to be equal to 0. This means that you require absolutely no amount of force to keep the body in a uniform motion if it is going like that. Okay. So secondly, आपको पहली बात तो आपको मोशन में सेट करने के लिए फोर्स जरूर लगाना पड़ेगा अगर आप रेस्ट से मोशन में ला रहे हो बॉडी को. बट आफ्टर दैट इफ द बॉडी इज इन अ यूनिफॉर्म मोशन देन यू रिक्वायर नो एक्स्ट्रा फोर्स. सो बी पार्ट, accelerated motion is always due to some force. So it's very simple. So force is there, so that means acceleration is there. Okay, and force does what? Force can increase the speed of the body, it can decrease the speed of the body, it can change the direction of motion of a body. So it's as simple as that you always require a force to produce an acceleration. And always remember that this Newton's second law is a vector law. Like this actually goes as F vector equals to m times a vector, where these both quantities are vector quantities, right? So this one is a vector law. Remember that. Now we are going to study about connected motion. What is a connected motion? Here you have connected motion. As the name suggests, two bodies are connected somehow. Suppose this is some frictionless pulley and it's a light one, and this is some string with the help of which two masses are connected. The first mass is m1 and the second mass is m2, right? And this is the string. Okay, and of course always remember that in strings a force acts, which is internal force. That force is known as tension, and whenever a string is stretched due to any mass, the string has a force developed inside it, and that force is known as tension. Tension acts like this. So if this is the string, this will be the direction of tension, right? कुछ इस तरह से एक्ट करती है. These are internal forces, so they are mutually, opposite to each other. So after that, one more thing, you need to see, since this is some mass, so Earth's gravitational pull is trying to attract it with a force called m1g. Weight is always acting vertically downwards, and similarly Earth is also attracting it downwards with a force m2g, because weight is equal to, it's a force, and since like any other ordinary force, it's equal to mass into acceleration. But here the acceleration is not an ordinary one, it's acceleration due to gravity. So it's as simple as that. After that, what is going to happen? Suppose you need to assume which mass is greater than the other mass. These two masses are unequal masses. So suppose m1 is greater than m2. This mass is greater than this mass. So of course the overall acceleration will be in this direction. So this mass will tend to go down and this will tend to go up, because this one is heavier, so it will move down actually. So there is an overall net acceleration called A. This is net acceleration. Though right now it is a battle between two forces which is going on. First is the tension, second is the weight of the body. So it's a battle between two forces which are acting on both the masses. But then there is a net force also. और आपको बताइए कि जो बॉडी हैवी होगा पुली में क्या होता है, वही डाउन जाता है. Okay, so overall acceleration of this mass is happening in upward direction, and the amount with which it is accelerating upward is the same amount with which this mass is going downward, right? So after that, let us apply the equations over here to this mass m1. Okay, so now you can see that tension and weight, they both are in opposite direction. But इनमें से ज़्यादा कौन सा रहा होगा? क्योंकि ओवरऑल ये डाउनवर्ड जा रहा है तो ज़्यादा ये रहा होगा, और दिस वन वुड बी लेस. ट्राई टू गेट इट. पुली में क्या होता है कि द हैवियर मास वेयर एवर इट इज, द पुली गोज डाउन फ्रॉम दैट डायरेक्शन. सो व्हेन इट इज गोइंग इन दैट डायरेक्शन, so this means this one would have been more, this force would have been more as compared to this force. That's why overall resultant is in the downward direction, na? So this one is greater and this one is lesser, and they both are in opposite direction. So m1g minus t, when the forces are in opposite direction, so according to the vector laws, they are subtracted, and this is equal to overall force with which it is going, net force with which it is going downward. Net force is mass into acceleration, but this is m1a. Okay, similarly applying the equation over here. अब इसका मास यहाँ पर है और इसके लिए टेंशन यहाँ पे. So this is a battle between two forces for this mass also, but this is going upward. So this means upward direction वाला force ज़्यादा रहा होगा as compared to downward direction. So tension would have been more. So T minus m2g would have been equal to m2a, which is the net force. I hope you are getting it. So when you will solve these two equations, you have to get the value of A. Okay. So how to get the value of A? First of all, I think add both of them. When you will add T and T will cancel, this will become m1g minus m2g equals to m1 plus m2 into A. So A will be equal to m1 minus m2 into g divided by m1 plus m2. बड़ी सिंपल सी बात है. अब आप बताओ मुझे m1 minus m2 is more or m1 plus m2 is more? Of course m1 plus m2 is more. So A, just see here. So A is equal to lesser stuff upon more stuff into A. This is equal to 1 upon 2 and this is equal to 0.5, sorry, into G. This is G ना, 0.5 into G. तो G का तो हिस्सा reduce हो गया. So this means whenever two bodies are connected together, then the acceleration with which one body is coming downward is not equal to acceleration due to gravity. Isn't it amazing? Like if I have something, I have thrown it, of course it will come out with an acceleration due to gravity. लेकिन अगर दो bodies connected हो तो उनमें से जो एक downward आ रहा है वो कभी भी acceleration due to gravity से नीचे नहीं आएगा. Though the earth is pulling it, though the earth's gravitational pull is there, but still in connected motion, the acceleration of a one particular body is always less than acceleration due to gravity. Okay, reason being, how you can prove? I can give this question in exam, remember. So how you can remember it? That acceleration is equal to m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2. Now m1 plus m2, which is the denominator, is more than the numerator. So m1 plus m2 is more. So this means this overall ratio is coming out to be less than 1. I'll explain you how. See, this becomes a by g. G idhar le aao, equals to m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2. Very simple. अब m1 minus m2 is less than m1 plus m2. You got my point? I hope you got it. Now, if this m1 plus m2 can be written as m1 plus m2 into 1, bring this stuff over here into the division factor. m1 minus m2 divided by m1 plus m2 is less than 1. So this stuff is less than 1. And जिस चीज के ये equal होगा इसका मतलब वो भी less than 1 है क्योंकि दोनों equal है भाई. So a by g is less than 1. So a is less than g. So this way you can prove it. Okay. So this is connected motion. And I give you one exercise to do, one task to do. I solve these two equations in front of you to find out the value of acceleration. अभी आप इन दोनों equations को कैसे solve करके t का value निकाल के बताओ मुझे what you are getting, right? So find out the value of t tension.